Cleveland is in complete turmoil, and what we're seeing could be the most intense shakeup of a coaching staff we've seen in the NFL for a long time. Todd Monken just shook things up in the Browns organization by letting go of several coaches who were personally selected by Kevin Stefanski. And this is where things get completely wild. These were not merely random assistants or low-tier position coaches. The individuals in question were the offensive line coach and the passing game coordinator, two of the key roles on any coaching staff, particularly for a team focused on nurturing a young franchise quarterback. Monken's message is unmistakable and incredibly impactful for the previous leadership. The system that almost wrecked Shador Sanders' rookie season is now officially gone for good. This marks a total overhaul, a game-changing moment, and Cleveland football is set for a new era like never before. Let me break it down for you, because what just went down is huge. Todd Monken didn't just tweak a few things or rearrange roles to keep everyone at ease. He arrived in Cleveland, surveyed the offensive setup that was there, and essentially declared, "This whole situation is intolerable, and everyone accountable for this mess must be dismissed right away." That's an unusual amount of coaching staff turnover. That's a total condemnation of all that Kevin Stefanski has constructed on the offensive side of the game. The timing of these moves reveals all you need to understand about Monken's priorities and his evaluation of Shador Sanders' situation. The firing of the offensive line coach is a huge deal. It's crucial for you to grasp the significance of this situation. All season long, we witnessed Shador Sanders take a beating behind one of the most struggling offensive lines in the league. This is a total breakdown across the board, no doubt about it. Linemen who seemed utterly confused on fundamental blocking tasks, consistently failing to execute their assignments, getting overpowered off the snap by defensive linemen who honestly weren't that impressive, and putting their rookie quarterback in harm's way, facing hits that no young player should have to suffer through while trying to grow. If you're Shador Sanders, working to prove yourself as a real NFL quarterback, aiming to boost your confidence, and looking to create that essential timing and rhythm with your receivers, facing that kind of offensive line play is a total disaster that could ruin your career before it even begins. Nothing destroys confidence in football quite like this. Shedeur showcased at Colorado that he could thrive under pressure, demonstrating both the mental toughness and physical abilities necessary to excel at the top level. The NFL is a whole different animal, featuring faster, stronger, and more advanced defenders. When your offensive line crumbles on every play, when you're always scrambling for your life, when you can't rely on the blockers in front of you to give you even 2 seconds to make a read, no level of individual skill or talent can rescue you from defeat. That's precisely why Monken made the move on the offensive line coach without any doubt or delay. He just couldn't keep watching Shedeur get completely overwhelmed by pass rushers week in and week out. This isn't solely about protection, even though that's clearly essential. A solid, unified, and expertly coached offensive line is the key to unlocking your entire offensive strategy. It helps you build the running game, paving the way for play-action passing. It allows your quarterback to scan the field, going through his progressions to locate the open receiver downfield. It opens the door for explosive plays that can flip the script on a game and break the spirit of defenses. Without solid offensive line play, your whole offensive setup crumbles like a house of cards. Nothing is working. Even the most gifted and skilled position players struggle to thrive when the offensive line fails to maintain blocks. Letting go of the coach behind that complete disaster was an easy call that didn't need a lot of thought. This was something that absolutely needed to happen, a move that should have been made months ago. Monken is ensuring that Shedeur is equipped to not only survive in this tough league, but to truly shine and become the superstar quarterback everyone believes he can be. But this is where the story takes a fascinating turn, exposing the underlying issues with Stefanski's offensive strategy. The recently dismissed passing game coordinator was implementing a dull, sluggish, and predictable offensive system that stifles talent rather than highlighting it. We're discussing a strategy that forces the quarterback to check down repeatedly, playing it safe on every snap, avoiding risks downfield, effectively transforming a potential franchise quarterback into a mere game manager, instead of allowing him to unleash those explosive, game-changing throws that he can definitely make. Shedeur's top asset goes beyond just his arm talent, even though that's clearly at an elite level. It's all about his processing speed and how quickly he can analyze defensive coverage. Before the snap and after the snap, how he can spot mismatches and take advantage of them. He can exploit every level of the defense, utilizing short, quick passes, intermediate routes, and deep shots downfield. Under that previous coaching staff and their cautious approach, he was trapped in a small, restricted role, playing as if he were a backup quarterback just trying to manage the game, rather than stepping up as the franchise player he was meant to be, dominating the competition. Monken spotted that trap right away upon his arrival, identified it as the career-ending catastrophe it was, and obliterated it without hesitation. He's bringing in a fresh face from Baltimore, someone who truly knows how to tap into Shedor's full potential. A person hailing from a cutting-edge, dynamic offensive system that focuses on making the quarterback the focal point of the entire operation. This is not just a small change or modification to the current setup. This marks a total game changer in offensive strategy. A complete overhaul of the Browns' offense is in order, with Shador Sanders taking the reins. The Browns have thrown caution to the wind, ditching the conservative game plan that led to years of mediocrity. They're all in on making Shador Sanders the superstar he was destined to become. This offense is on the verge of evolving from one of the most dull and predictable units in the league to a force that will have defensive coordinators losing sleep. Cleveland, get ready! This offense is primed to unleash a wave of creativity, aggression, and explosive big plays that fans have been craving for far too long. Now, let's dive into the replacement Monken is bringing in, as this hire reveals a lot about his vision for the offense. Todd Monken didn't just pick any random coach off the street to fill the vacancy. He headed right to Baltimore and brought in Danny Langdorf, who played a key role in developing the Ravens' tight end group and collaborated closely within the offensive system that elevated Lamar Jackson to MVP status. This isn't just a small addition to round out the lineup. This is a smart, well-thought-out decision that clearly indicates the type of offense Monken aims to implement in Cleveland. Curious about what Langdorf's arrival signifies for the Browns and Shador Sanders in particular? Monken is totally tossing aside Stefanski's old playbook, discarding it where it belongs, and bringing in a fresh offensive philosophy and style. A voice that shouts with all its might. Let Shador Sanders unleash his skills and demonstrate to everyone what he's truly capable of. Forget the boring, sluggish, and predictable garbage that Stefanski's team has been dishing out for years. This new system focuses on speed, aggression, deception, and creativity, utilizing every weapon on the field to strike defenses from various angles at the same time. Langdorf's arrival delivers a strong statement to everyone within the organization and throughout the league. Shador Sanders is more than just a quarterback who requires careful management. He stands as the focal point of a dynamic, bold, and relentless offensive strategy crafted precisely to leverage his exceptional abilities. This fresh strategy focuses on generating organized chaos for rival defenses. It involves varying formations and personnel groupings, using play action to hold linebackers and safeties in place, identifying mismatches across the field, and launching the ball deep downfield to ensure defenses stay true and avoid stacking the line of scrimmage. If you believe Shedeur was held back or restricted in his rookie season, or if you fell for any of those media stories labeling him a system quarterback or unprepared for the NFL, it's time to adjust your expectations entirely. Monken is completely revamping this offense with Shedeur at the center, providing him with the coaching backing, a well-structured system, and the right talent to fully realize his potential and demonstrate why he deserved to be a first-round pick from the start. Shador Sanders stands out as a rookie quarterback like no other, and those who have seen him in action truly get it. This dude breaks down defensive coverages like a chess grandmaster, sizing up the board before making his next play. His accuracy is incredibly sharp, particularly on those timing routes that demand flawless synchronization between quarterback and receiver, leaving defenses in shambles when executed to perfection. Under Stefanski's system, that elite-level talent was utterly squandered on slow, predictable, and telegraphed plays that seemed like they could have been sketched out during a laid-back Sunday flag football game at the park. Stefanski's offense felt like a straitjacket, limiting Shedor's movement and decision-making. It boxed him into predetermined reads, pushing him to play small and conservative, even though his skill set clearly indicates he was built to play big and aggressive. Monken recognizes what Stefanski either overlooked or, even more concerning, refuse to acknowledge publicly. This offense must be tailored to showcase Shedor's incredible processing speed and precise passing accuracy. Langdorf and the coaching staff from Baltimore have a proven track record of building that type of system, having achieved significant success in the past. They're implementing an offensive strategy that's bold by nature, versatile in its play calling, relentlessly pressuring defenses from every possible direction, ensuring they can never settle in or anticipate the next move. This isn't just a random personnel decision made because someone happened to be available. This move is a strategic power play aimed at elevating Shedeur from a promising young talent into a true superstar capable of leading a franchise for the next 10 years. Meanwhile, Stefanski's cautious, plodding, and predictable offensive system has become a liability, holding back a once-in-a-generation talent who could reshape the future of the franchise. While Monken is methodically dismantling the old regime and crafting something truly dynamic and thrilling for Shedeur, the media and many fans are still lagging behind in understanding the transformation taking place. They're caught up in a whirlwind of uncertainty about the hire, questioning the entire process, second-guessing every move, and holding on tightly to the past as if Stefanski's conservative, unexciting playbook was a benchmark of excellence instead of the burden it truly was. The widespread doubt and reluctance to embrace change is precisely why this total transformation is so crucial. Monken is all about shaking things up, challenging the norm, and pushing for bold changes rather than settling for small tweaks. He's ready to turn everything upside down that kept Shedeur from shining in his rookie season. Letting go of the coaches who clearly weren't adding any value and replacing them with a completely new offensive culture that aligns with Shedeur's fierce competitiveness and outstanding talent. The Browns' offense is on the verge of a major transformation, shifting from a punchline in the league to a formidable challenge for defensive coordinators. Opponents who once relished facing them will now have to contend with a quarterback capable of attacking in various ways. Shador Sanders is right at the heart of this revolution, exactly where he was destined to be all along. This is more than your typical coaching staff shakeup that we see every offseason. This marks a total transformation in the Browns' offensive strategy, signaling the end of Stefanski's conservative era for good. As Shedeur's moment to shine has finally arrived, the offensive line situation under Stfansky was nothing short of a complete disaster. Honestly, there's just no other way to put it. In the unforgiving landscape of the AFC North division, a front line that crumbles like flimsy lawn furniture on every snap just won't cut it. The Ravens' defense is like an unyielding fortress, tough to break through. The Steelers showcase relentless physicality and a commanding presence on every single play. The Bengals unleash pass rush pressure as if their very existence hinges on taking down the quarterback. Meanwhile, Cleveland's offensive line, with the previous coaching staff, struggled to stand their ground against any of these division rivals. Blocking assignments were missed with shocking regularity. Defenders who weren't even top tier were beating them off the snap, and Shedeur was left completely exposed and vulnerable on nearly every passing play. For a rookie quarterback struggling to establish himself in the league, working to gain confidence and develop chemistry with his receivers, this is a nightmare scenario that could seriously hinder a young player's growth. Monken spotted this systemic failure right away upon his arrival and wasted no time in making sweeping changes. The coach who oversaw that complete disaster was let go without any fanfare or hesitation, as safeguarding Shedeur goes beyond just ensuring his health, although that is undeniably important. It's all about creating a gritty, technically proficient offensive line that can truly hold its own against the top defensive fronts in the game. Shedeur showcases lightning-fast mental acuity and sharp decision-making skills. Yet even a quarterback with his top-tier processing talents requires a moment for plays to unfold and routes to become available. If the offensive line can't consistently withstand pressure, this offense is going nowhere, regardless of how skilled the players in the skill positions are. Monken gets this essential truth on a profound level, in stark contrast to Stefanski, who appeared to abandon Shedeur for an entire season. Now, this is where the thrill kicks in for Browns fans who have endured years of offensive struggles. Monken is assembling a coaching staff that truly understands how to maximize the potential of a quarterback like Shedeur. He's a unique talent who can read defenses quicker than many seasoned veterans, delivers precise throws at every level, and excels in intricate offensive schemes that provide him with both options and freedom. This isn't the same old, boring, cookie-cutter offense that Stefanski clung to for years, where Shedeur was stifled and reduced to just managing the game instead of showcasing his playmaking skills. The Monken system is all about aggression, showcasing creativity in its concepts, and is expertly crafted to leverage Shedeur's outstanding processing speed and pinpoint throwing accuracy. The main objective is to establish Shedeur as the undeniable hub of the offensive landscape, creating a fully rounded team framework capable of challenging defenses at every level, from screens and quick passes to intermediate routes and deep shots down the field. Shedeur's incredible talent has been overlooked for too long, as the system just didn't align with his unique skills or give him the chance to shine like he should. With Monken's clear vision and the fresh coaching staff he's put together, the Browns are finally on the right track with a plan that aligns perfectly with what Shedeur offers. Cleveland's offense is gearing up for a total overhaul from top to bottom. Shedeur is more than just the future of this franchise. He's the game changer that can transform the entire offensive strategy of this organization. The time for doubt is gone. No more questioning his value as a high draft pick or wondering if he can thrive at this level. Those days are behind us. This is the moment he's been eagerly anticipating, and Monken just gave him all the power and backing he needs to truly excel. Todd Monken isn't just sitting back and waiting for Shedeur to hit the field. He's already making bold moves and shaking things up. He's methodically reconstructing the whole foundation from the ground up, and that's more than just solid coaching. It's a savvy approach to leadership that demonstrates his grasp of creating a lasting champion. Before Shedeur makes his first significant throw in this new setup, Monken is ensuring that the whole team framework surrounding him is completely prepared to back him up and fully unleash his potential. The true game changer in all of this could very well be the new passing game coordinator role. This individual will be in the trenches with Shedeur daily, focusing on drilling concepts, teaching progressions, installing route combinations, and honing the intricate timing that distinguishes good offenses from great ones. The previous coordinator system was completely stagnant, making no progress at all. No deep passing threats to challenge defenses, lack of creativity in play design, no pre-snap motion or formation variety to throw off defenders and simplify reads. It was the complete opposite of what a quarterback with Shedeur's talent requires to thrive. Here comes Danny Langdor from Baltimore, a place where the offensive system was anything but boring or traditional. Their playbook was filled with inventive and bold strategies, utilizing multiple tight end formations, frequent shifts in alignment, play-action schemes that had linebackers second-guessing, and deep routes that ensured safeties stayed on their toes and couldn't creep up too far. This was more than just a strategy. It was a true game changer that rivals needed to dedicate whole weeks to strategizing against. This Baltimore strategy aligns seamlessly with Shedeur's inherent strengths. His knack for quickly reading defenses, both before and after the snap, along with his ability to foresee where openings will emerge before they materialize, and to deliver pinpoint, accurate throws on every route in the tree, truly sets him apart as a standout quarterback prospect. Langdorf's system is set to unleash Shedeur, proving to the entire league that he's more than just a promising rookie with potential. He's the franchise quarterback that Cleveland has been yearning for all these years. The fans are fully aware of the chaotic drama that has unfolded behind the scenes during this coaching search and hire. The doubts about Monken's hiring aren't rooted in any personal animosity from Cleveland fans or desire for him to stumble. The Browns' lengthy and tumultuous history of coaching failures has understandably left the fan base feeling cautious and skeptical about any new appointments. It's tough to shake off the relentless cycle of disappointments, with names like Freddie Kitchens and Hugh Jackson etched in our minds, leaving the franchise mired in years of humiliation. Absolutely, the concerns surrounding the chaotic hiring process and the questionable aspects of Monken's selection are totally understandable when you look at the bigger picture. But here's the key point that can easily slip by if you're solely looking back at what has happened. Monken isn't looking for a free pass built on wishful thinking, unclear assurances, or media speculation regarding his skills. He's insisting on being evaluated solely on his current performance, the tangible steps he's taking at this moment. Every single move has been spot on so far. He's letting go of coaches who obviously weren't contributing or supporting Shedor's growth. He's adding new talent straight from a successful winning culture in Baltimore. And above all, he's constructing everything with Shedeur as the focal point. This head coach has a clear vision and the boldness to follow through, even if it involves tough choices and letting people go. This coach recognizes the immense potential in a young quarterback and is all in on bringing it out, no matter the political fallout. Every change Monken is implementing is a clear commitment to Shadeur's success and future growth. With a totally overhauled offensive strategy and new coaching talent that truly gets what it means to succeed in the contemporary NFL, all signs are aligning perfectly. Browns fans, having faced disappointment time and again over the last 20 years, have every right to be wary and doubtful. Monken's daring and clear-cut decisions definitely grab the spotlight and earn respect, even from the toughest critics. This is truly the beginning of something unique. This feels completely different from the letdowns and missteps we've seen before. We're diving into a brand new era where Shedeur is no longer just a topic of future speculation. He's the focal point of a team that's being constructed with the sole purpose of achieving victory, with him leading the charge. If Monken continues to perform at this level, making bold choices and establishing the right framework, the Cleveland Browns could be on the verge of the long-awaited turnaround that their fans have been anticipating since their return to the league. Todd Monken is methodically dismantling the previous Browns' chaos, brick by brick, and crafting an offense tailored for Shador Sanders to excel. This is more than your typical coaching change or staff shuffle that takes place every offseason across the league. We're kicking off a brand new chapter in Cleveland football history. The message is straightforward, the focus is sharp, and Shador Sanders is ready to demonstrate to the entire NFL what unfolds when elite talent is paired with the right system and support for success. All right, I need to hear from all of you on this. Do you believe Todd Monken made the right decision in letting go of Stefanski's coaches, or do you think he should have allowed them more time to show what they could do? Do you think this new Baltimore influence system is really going to unleash Shador's full potential and elevate the Browns to true contender status? Share your genuine opinions in the comments below. This is one of the most intense coaching staff shakeups we've witnessed in a long time, and the impact on Shador's career could be monumental. If you're excited to witness Shedeur truly excel with a system tailored to his strengths, and if you're eager to see Cleveland emerge from years of mediocrity into a real contender, then hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned because we're diving into every single detail of this amazing transformation. The Shador Sanders era in Cleveland is kicking off, and you definitely won't want to miss any of the action that's about to unfold. See you in the next one.